All right, dear students, we're doing week 13 homework. Yay! Can you guys believe it? It's week 13. We're only 5 weeks away from the end of the first half of the semester. All right, let's take a look at the first question. Complete the table and determine the rule. All right, so we need to think about the rules here. Remember, we're talking about rate of change. How is 2, going from 2 to 6? Something's happening, right? It changed by 4. We know that. Oops. We know this changed by 4. 4 to 12, it increased by 8, right? We know it's getting bigger. 8 to 24, whoa, this got bigger by a whole lot. By how many? By actually 16. So since these numbers are not the same, I know it's not addition or subtraction. If the rate of change are the same across the board, then I know it's either addition or subtraction, right? So in this instance, A and B are both wrong. So it has to be either division or multiplication. If the number are getting bigger, then it's multiply most of the time, okay? Unless we see fractions. Do you see fractions here? No, because we're going from 2 to 6. It's getting bigger. 4 to 12, 8 to 24. We know it's getting bigger, all right? So we definitely know it's multiplication. Therefore, D is the correct answer. If the number are getting smaller and the rates are different, usually it's divide. Okay? All right. So let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 says Bailey received $8 a week for mowing his lawn. He is saving all his earnings for a new bike. How much money has he saved by week 3, 6, and 7? Complete the pattern below. All right, so whenever you see the rate of change is 8, you know you're multiplying by 8. That's exactly what this chart is showing you. 1 times 8 is 8, 2 times 8 is 16. So you really have to figure out what is 3 times 8, 6 times 8, and 7 times 8, right? 4 times 8 is 32, 5 times 8 is 40. So just add 8. That's all you got to do, right? Add 16 and 8. What is 16 plus 8? That's 14. 1 plus 1 is 2. The answer here is 24. So I know A is wrong because that's 27 right there. All right, what is 6 times 8? Just add 8 from 40, right? Because you know 5 times 8 is 40. So 6 times 8 is just one more 8, which is 48. Ah, I don't even need to do the last step. I already know C is correct. Because do you see a 48 here? No. Therefore, B is wrong, D is wrong. C is the correct answer. See how we can save time if we know what we're doing? This is very, very important, okay? Number 3, very difficult to understand. Please pay attention here. Look at the equation below. Carter told his teacher that he noticed a pattern between the quotients when he divided the same number by 2 than by 4. Write the pattern as an equation and then explain why the 4 facts created this pattern. So this is very, very tricky to understand. What they want you to understand here is if you see 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, see how the answer is exactly multiplication by 2 away? You see that? If you multiply the bottom number by 2, you get the top number in every instance. Why is this the case? This is very, 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 very difficult to understand because when you're dividing a number, right, by 2 the first time, and then you divide their answer by 2 again, that's the same as dividing a number by 4. Why? Because 2 times 2 equals 4. And if you multiply these two together, and you divide it by n, you get the same answer. Let's just put some numbers in to check this, okay? Let's prove it. Pick a number for n. Let's just pick 20. That's the first number that's in the equation, okay? 20 divided by 2 again is the same as 20 divided by 4. Now, is this true? Let's see. 20 divided by 2 The answer here is 10. 10 divided by 2, 5. 20 divided by 4. How many times is 4 going to 20? That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. What do we see? The answer here are the same. So that is the really, 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 really tricky part. Okay? You have to say something like because 4 is the same as 2 times 2, okay? Dividing a number by 4 is the same as dividing the same number by 2 and dividing the answer by 2 again. That's a lot. I know it's a lot to understand. It's difficult to understand, but that's what we are. We need to try our best to remember this concept, okay? This whole idea of a number dividing by 2 again, is the same as it dividing by 4. Is very important. You have to try to understand this part, and we'll practice plenty more in class every single week. All right, let's take a look at number 4. Number 4 is also a very interesting question. Please note that we have done this before. Don't be afraid of it. It's not as hard as you think. All right. It says Aiden collected 54 pieces of candy from Halloween. He ate 18 pieces of candy the night of trick-or-treat. He wants to eat the rest of the candy in the next 6 days. How many pieces of candy will he eat each day? The key here is 54, 18, and 6. We know he ate. That means subtract, right? He ate 18 the first day. So we're doing 54, take away 18. 4 minus 8, can't do it. Borrow from 5. 14 minus 8, 6. 4 minus 1, 3. 36, divide 6, because we want to know how many he will have to eat each day. Okay, what is 36 divided 6? The answer is 6. How do I know that? Because 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. All right. So you will write he will eat 6 pieces of candy per day. All right. Part B says write an equation to represent this word problem. Use x to represent the number of candies per day he will be eating. So x really is substituting for the number 6 here. So 6 or x, right? X times 6. You see, I draw this little dot here. That means multiply. X times 6 plus the 18 he ate on the first day will equal to 54. That's how many he originally got, right? So that's the equation you will need to write, okay? X times 6 plus 18 equals 54. And remember, multiplication can be represented either by an X or a little fat dot like that. All right, that's how you do number 4. Let's take a look at number 5. Number 5 says Carrington has 12 pieces of chocolate and Ileana has 30 pieces of chocolate. If Carrington and Ileana combine their chocolate and divide their pieces equally among a total of 7 people, how many pieces of chocolate will each person get? Be sure to show your work. The key here is 12, 30, those are numbers. 7, that's how many you're going to have to divide later because you're trying to figure out how many per day. Okay, how many per day? You're going to have to divide, right? And the key word here is combined. You're combining 12 and 30. So what is 12 plus 30. 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 3 is 4. Now you do 42 divide by 7. What is the answer? How many times does 7 go into 42? Let's just count. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. All right? So how do you answer this? How many pieces of chocolate will each person get? You just write each person will get 6 pieces of chocolate. All right, that's how you answer this question. Pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at number 6. Actually, let's take a break. We have done a lot in a row.